Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to another short Quran moment. We're coming to slide number 7 here, recorded on the 26th of August 2016. And we're continuing, Bismillah, alhamdulillah, wa salatu salam ala rasulillah, with this ayah, A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. The first part is إن الله لا يستحيي أن يضرب مثلا ما بعوضة فما فوقها. And we've talked about the word yastahi quite in depth. إن الله لا يستحيي. So the question that comes up is, what was the background to this verse? Why is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala responding and saying He is not shy or timid to quote these examples? And to understand what this is a response to, what is the background to this verse, we need to understand the Quran quotes different examples or parables, something to show greater meaning, what in Arabic is called mathal. And in the Quran, the word al-dhubab, it talks about a fly, and it talks about al-ankabut, the spider, or as we saw earlier on in Surah Al-Baqarah, it talked about صيب من السماء, clouds in the sky, or somebody lighting a fire. When these verses were revealed, the non-Muslims objected. They said that there were two basic objections. One was the Jews. They said, how can a divine book, a book that has come from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, is talking about very serious subjects and topics, talk about such tiny creatures like the mosquito or the fly? And the hypocrites also objected, and they said, how can it be talking about clouds and lightning when this is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala claiming that this book is from Allah, the creator of the entire universe? So these are the objections that were put forward, and this is the response to this objection, saying that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is not shy to quote such examples, and the reason is because these examples, if one thinks about them, have a great hikmah and wisdom behind them, and we'll come across that in one of the next slides. So who tells us that this is a particular background to a verse or not? We find this out by quotations from the Sahaba or from the Tabi'een. And sometimes you'll find that some scholars, early scholars such as Suddi, would say one thing, so they said that this is because of the hypocrites, and a narration from a Sahabi or from a Tabi'i would say that this is because of the Jews objecting. So can a Quranic ayah have a single, does it have to have one reason for revelation, or can there be multiple reasons for revelation? Asbab al-Nuzul. And sometimes when people start studying the Quran, they think, how is it possible that there are more than one reason for revelation? In fact, that's the miraculous nature of the Quran, that an ayah would be revealed and it would deal with more than one topic at the same time. And hence the scholars conclude, in Arabic as written here, لا مانع من تعدد أسباب النزول للآية الواحدة أو للطائفة من الآيات. So there's no objection, there's nothing preventing there being more than one reason for revelation of a verse of the Quran, of a single verse, or of a group of verses in the Quran. So the only reason, so this slide is very brief, it's there to point out that you can have the reason that the Jews and the hypocrites objected, and that this Quranic ayah is a response to their objections. You can have more than one reason for revelation, and whenever you read about the reasons of revelation, the fact that there's more than one reason of revelation doesn't mean people didn't know which is the right one, but actually it shows the miraculous nature of the Quran, because it's dealing with multiple objections or multiple issues with just one single text, and that's amazing. May Allah continue to increase us in knowledge. وآخر دعوانا أن الحمد لله رب العالمين.